contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the JCW American Championship. Introducing first.
And that's what red love is all about.
Looks like Facade gets a little bit upset when he gets the tough questions, doesn't he?
Weighing in at 220 pounds from Bronson, Louisiana. This is love in its purest form. This is red love. And this is Father Bronson.
Still can't condone Facade putting his hands on an announcer, but
No, not at all. That goes past a boundary. And not just saying that as a fellow announcer, but I mean, Mac Davis, I mean, he was a wrestler many years ago, but he's been long since injured and retired. He's a broadcaster now. But certainly, Father Bronson is in the prime of his wrestling career, still new to the scene, but seems to bring a level of virtue to JCW where maybe if somebody seems to be lacking, Father Bronson wants to spread some of that red love if you make his red roll call.
well, it was a tale of two very different debuts for Father Bronson and the Green Phantom when they occurred.
Cut my music.
Father Bronson
Cut my music.
got himself a title shot already.
Now, if you're feeling right tonight, let me get a whoop whoop. Yeah. Now, if you're ready to change your life, change your stars, and rid yourself of the mediocrity that really consumes each and every one of you, let me get a whoop whoop. Now, hold on, I know I'm not down entirely with the face paint. I'm not severely overweight. I don't look like you people. But hold on now. Hold on, there's something that we can relate to. There's some common ground I'm sure we can find. You see, I'm a father, and I look out here today, and I see some mamas and some papas, right? If children are our future, let me get a whoop whoop. Now hold on, some of you didn't say whoop whoop, and children really are our future. So the mamas and the papas and that, I want you to go home after this show. I want you to look at your child, and I want you to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for leading you astray. I'm sorry for being severely overweight. I'm sorry for painting my face like an idiot. I'm sorry for drinking Fago. I'm sorry for being incredibly repulsive. I'm sorry. I want you to apologize to your child. Now tonight, I'm here for one reason only, and that's to change lives. I created the red roll call. Red roll call! I created the red roll call for guys like my opponent.
And his opponent.
Well, pretty big judgments from Father Bronson for somebody new on the scene.
He roams the streets at night, creeping while you're sleeping. Your current reigning and defending JCW American Champion, the Neon Ninja.
Father Bronson may be offering a slanted form of enlightenment or clarity or spirituality, but maybe those are things that have evaporated from Facade along the way, whether it be some of the ways he wins his matches or the way Facade has been getting increasingly hostile to non-threats like Mac Davis and others, lends me to believe that the mental state of Facade is a stark contrast to where he was before he became American champion.
There's been a definite and noticeable change in Facade, but you see from the reaction he gets here tonight from the Juggalos in Columbus, they still like Facade a whole lot better than they like Father Bronson. And Facade closer in worldview to the Juggalos, or at least he used to be, Joe.
You can argue the means, you can argue the merits of Facade, but since childhood, he has been one of them, one of us. JCW fan to JCW title holder. Father Bronson, apparently, the energy I get from him is that maybe Bronson feels like everyone here is lost or lacking or directionless, and maybe feel like we need to depend on Bronson as our shepherd. I'm not really sure what gave him that idea, but we know these fans have no problem expressing themselves any way they see fit.
Yeah, the crowd telling the story as the bell has rung here for this JCW American Championship match. Since the time that the American Championship was introduced to JCW, Joe, I'm certain it's had more title defenses than any other. There have been phenomenal matches with talent from all over the planet in and out of JCW. Father Bronson has really skyrocketed to the top here to be able to get this championship match tonight.
We do know that Joey Twitchin 2 times is in the building, and we know he is in pursuit of finding out where his brother is. Of course, 2 times better known as Yavo of the Brothers of Construction. His brother Ruffo dragged off, put in the trunk of a car a week ago, has had no luck getting any answers from Big Vito, Sally Boy, or Vincenzo. But we know that Joey 2 times is getting increasingly impatient as he tries to find out where his blood is. But Facade showing all the patience in the world in the corner.
All that balance and core strength as he blocks Father Bronson.
Mark, it's one of those offensive arsenals that is so difficult to prepare for because more than likely you've never seen it before in your life.
Beautiful arm drag takedown there, takes Father Bronson across the ring.
Cabrera knocks the big man down. And Bronson may be looking for some salvation of his own.
Keep your eyes on Facade because this ninja can fly.
You are never safe, no matter where you are. If you're in the crosshairs of Facade.
Oh, but he got caught.
Yeah, evades that choke slam. Bronson's obviously the taller, the more powerful of the two. He's got the leverage. Facade's got to keep this pace quick. And Bronson looking to shut things down and neutralize and ground the aerial arsonist.
There's clearly a power struggle at the top of JCW between our 50% co-owners, Vince Russo and Violent J. It feels like it's coming to a head more and more all the time.
Well, it's certainly getting more and more tense as they both run through a laundry list of decisions maybe the other didn't agree with, but certainly the spark to that is the fact that Vince Russo's chosen one. The man Russo's pegged as our next world champion, Caleb Conley, has to compete 4 consecutive weeks against mystery opponents chosen by Violent J. That will start later on tonight. And think about the people Violent J knows. Think about the people he's encountered over the past 27 plus years in JCW. Caleb Conley has no idea whom, what to prepare for.
And we are in, big throw there sends Facade across the ring. We're in Violent J's backyard. He's got even more friends at home here, so you never know. It could be anybody.
Violent J knows some crazy people.
Yes, he does.
But is Father Bronson crazy, or is it all part of a calculated plan? If he becomes American champion, that could be maybe the quickest leap to a championship in JCW history?
It certainly would justify Father Bronson's worldview to himself should he walk out of here with that American Championship tonight. And right now, he is in the pole position here, raining down on Facade. Big uppercut in the corner.
Bronson, those very harsh words for these fans about maybe how well they take care of themselves, how they choose to express themselves, painted faces, how they dress. You know, Bronson has those same ideals about Facade, probably feels him unfit to be champion. Shoulders down, and Facade bridges up at 2.5. I noticed Bronson's, his trunks say...
I was just reading that, yeah.
God forgives, I don't. So maybe not the most pious of individuals, but be that as it may.
Not a lot of humility coming out of Father Bronson.
Not at all. But that's, I mean, to me, that's a God complex. That's somebody that feels they're never wrong, feels they can carry out their own self-afflicted, self-anointed punishment to anyone he sees fit. This guy, he feels like no matter where he goes in life, he's the main character. But you know what? He's good enough to become one here at JCW.
Facade fighting his way back to his feet. Facade just wants to get out of the grasp of Father Bronson right now. Oh, cut right back down. Father Bronson has the size and reach advantage here in this contest.
Oh, nice knee by Facade between the eyes to find a way out of that suplex. Swing and a miss. And those martial arts strikes of Facade. He keeps Bronson in striking range, but keeps himself out of the grip of the Father. Wise move by the defending champion.
Facade getting his mind zen and gets out of the way. Nails Father Bronson.
Yeah, Bronson may feel like a supernatural force just overcame the defending champion to maneuver quite that way.
I think we know what's coming here, Joe. Facade's gonna walk that rope like in the circus. Oh, Bronson out of the way.
Bronson a sidestep. He was able to be aware and hits a Falcon Arrow. We can have a new champion. The shoulders are down, but Facade kicks out. What a physical matchup this has been. The champion is hurt, but he is not down. And certainly that is shades of the Facade we knew once upon a time. That fighting spirit's in there somewhere, but the question is, how far will Facade go to maintain that championship?
Up on the shoulder of Father Bronson now. What does he have in mind? Oh, Facade gets out the back.
Immediately causes separation. Smart move by the champion. Springboard, side kick scores.
Nailed him right on the side of the head. Facade with the wind at his back here, and the approval of all of these juggalos in Columbus.
Could we be moments away from a kill shot?
I haven't finished my interview yet. Let me ask you a question. How does it feel to get your ass kicked finally?
Oh, wait. Mac Davis continuing that interview and...
Fuck you. I'm sorry you didn't hear me.
Well, that is...
Yeah, I don't recommend or condone Mac doing this, but obviously Mac's been pushed too far.
Facade now right at the feet of Mac
Man,
Davis.
that looked like that hurt.
Facade just had his moment interrupted. What? And Mac with a shot to Facade.
Wow, Mac got the better
This
of him.
match has ended in a no contest.
Mac Davis has been pushed too far, and maybe a little bit of that wrestler mentality still lives and breathes inside our backstage correspondent, but this match is over, and Bronson's not stopping.
Well, Bronson is not going to be able to walk out of here American champion, and I'm sure he's not happy that the match ended the way that it did without a chance to put away the champion.
Not at all. I think Bronson felt like he had a chance, a very good chance, of becoming American champion tonight. And if he can't get that, he's at least going to make a statement that this Texas Cloverleaf, Bronson has worked hard to perfect it, and there's no way to stop it. This is not a match. It's a message sent from Bronson to the American champion.
Mac is still up here next to us. He's smiling about what he sees.
Well, Mac obviously had his own intentions and his own motivations, as Facade has made things much more personal with him than was necessary. But Bronson's not involved in this issue. What happened to Red Love? What happened to your whole message of prosperity, Bronson? Was that a rose he just dropped?
You can see there in the corner of your screen that Mac's still on the stage here, taking it all in.
That's what Red Love is all about.
Facade figuratively felt every thorn of the rose-colored love that Father Bronson claims to preach.
And that's what Red Love.
He is not the American champion as Bronson, but he leaves with a smile on his face thanks to a most unlikely of assists, and I don't think Bronson...
All right.
Wait.
Hey, we don't need this mess over here, guys.
Bronson realizing he could be champion now if it wasn't for Mac, but a message sent across the board. Mac Davis stands up for himself, and Father Bronson leaves the American champion laid out.